My brothers and sisters, stop for a moment and be honest with yourself. There is someone in your mind right now, the one who keeps testing your patience, the one who makes your heart feel heavy, the one you are so close to walking away from, and you keep asking yourself, why is this so hard? Why can't I just have peace? But what if I told you this is not random? This is not just emotions. This could be a test from Allah. And what if the reason it hurts, the reason it feels confusing, the reason you can't easily let go is because this person is doing something deeper inside you, changing you, shaping you, preparing your heart for something you don't even see yet. So before you walk away, before you make a decision you can't take back, listen carefully, because you might be one decision away from losing a lesson that could change your life, or walking away from someone who was never meant to be temporary. The person testing your patience is strengthening the heart you'll need later. You think patience is something you already have. You think it means staying calm when life is easy, when people treat you well, when everything goes the way you expect. But that is not real patience. Real patience begins the moment things stop going your way. It begins when someone misunderstands you, when they don't respond the way you hoped, when they say things that hurt you, when they act in ways that confuse you. That tight feeling in your chest, that moment when your emotions rise, that urge to react, to argue, to walk away, that is where patience is truly tested. And this person, the one who brings out these feelings in you, is not in your life by accident. They are revealing the parts of your heart that still need strength. Before them, maybe you didn't even notice how quickly you reacted. Before them, maybe you thought your anger was normal. Before them, maybe you avoided situations instead of facing them. But now, everything is different. Now you are being forced to slow down. You are learning to stop before you speak, to think before you react, to choose your words instead of letting your emotions choose for you. And it feels uncomfortable. It feels like a struggle inside you, because part of you wants to react the old way, but another part of you is trying to become better. This inner struggle, this battle inside your heart, this is where real growth happens. This is where your heart is being trained. Understand this deeply. A strong heart is not built in comfort. A strong heart is built in moments where you could lose control, but you choose not to. It is built in moments where you feel hurt, but you respond with calm. It is built in moments where you want to walk away, but you stay with wisdom. And every time you choose patience, even when it is hard, you are changing yourself. You are becoming someone who is not controlled by emotions. You are becoming someone who can handle pressure without breaking. You are becoming someone who can carry peace inside, even when things around you are not perfect. And one day, you will understand why this was necessary, because the life you are moving toward, the relationships you are being prepared for, the responsibilities you will carry, they all require a stronger heart, a calmer heart, a wiser heart. And that heart is not given to you instantly. It is built slowly through moments like this, through people like this. So don't look at this person and only see the difficulty. Look deeper. They may be the reason your heart is becoming stronger than it has ever been. They may be the reason you are learning control, patience, and emotional strength. And without realizing it, they are helping you become the person you need to be, for what Allah has already written for your future. This difficulty is not a sign to leave. It's a sign you're being grown. We live in a time where the moment something feels heavy, we immediately think something is wrong. If it becomes uncomfortable, we assume it is not meant for us. If it requires effort, we feel like we should walk away. If it brings confusion, we think it must be a mistake. But life does not work like that. Not everything that is difficult is bad, and not everything that is easy is good. Sometimes, the very thing that feels hard is the thing that is changing you the most. Think about your own life, the moments that shaped you, the experiences that made you stronger, the lessons that made you wiser. Were they easy or were they difficult? The truth is, growth almost always feels uncomfortable, because growth means change, and change means leaving behind the old version of yourself. This person, this situation, may feel heavy at times, not because it is wrong, but because it is pulling you out of your comfort zone. It is forcing you to think differently. It is forcing you to react differently. It is forcing you to become someone more patient, more aware, more mature, and that does not feel easy because your old habits still want to stay. Your old reactions still want to come back. Your old way of thinking still feels familiar, but something inside you is shifting, and that shift feels uncomfortable. That is not a sign to run. That is a sign you are being grown. You see, anything that is meant to elevate you will challenge you first. It will stretch you. It will make you question yourself. It will make you feel like you are not in control anymore. But that is exactly how growth works. Because if nothing challenges you, nothing changes in you. This is why you must ask yourself a deeper question. Not, is this hard, but what is this teaching me? Is it teaching you patience? Is it teaching you to control your words? Is it teaching you to understand someone instead of reacting? Is it teaching you to become emotionally stronger? If the answer is yes, then this is not just difficulty. This is development. This is your heart being trained. This is your character being shaped. And sometimes we mistake growth for a problem simply because it does not feel comfortable. But comfort does not create strength. Challenge does. So don't rush to leave every time things become heavy. Pause, reflect, look at what is happening inside you, not just outside, because this difficulty may not be a sign that something is wrong. It may be a sign that something inside you is finally beginning to change. Allah is using this person to expose the real you. You think you know yourself. You believe you understand your heart, your character, your patience, your strength. You tell yourself, I am calm, I am kind, I am in control. But the truth is, you only truly know yourself when you are tested, because it is easy to be calm when nothing is bothering you. It is easy to be kind when everyone is treating you well. It is easy to feel strong when life is going your way. But what happens when someone challenges you? What happens when your feelings are hurt? What happens when you are misunderstood, ignored, or pushed to your limits? That is when the real you appears. That is when your hidden reactions come out. That is when your true character shows itself. Not the version you believe in, but the version that lives inside you. And this person, the one who triggers your emotions, the one who confuses you, tests you, and sometimes frustrates you, they are not just another person in your life. They are a mirror that is showing you parts of yourself you were not seeing before. Maybe you are seeing how quickly you get angry when things don't go your way. Maybe you are realizing how deeply you seek validation and attention. Maybe you are noticing how your thoughts become negative, how your patience becomes weak, how your words become harsh when you feel hurt. And it is uncomfortable because no one likes to see their weaknesses. No one likes to admit that there are parts of them that still need work. But this is not happening to embarrass you. This is happening to awaken you. Because how can you fix something if you never see it? How can you grow if you believe you are already complete? Allah is not only testing your connection with this person, He is revealing your connection with yourself. He is showing you the areas where your heart still needs healing. He is exposing the habits, the reactions, the emotions that you carried without even realizing. And now, you have a choice. You can ignore what is being shown to you. You can blame the other person for everything. You can say, they made me like this. Or you can pause, reflect, and take responsibility for your own growth. You can say, this is something I need to work on. Because the truth is, people can trigger you, but they do not control you. Your reaction is yours. Your words are yours. Your behavior is yours. And every moment you are tested is a moment you can choose who you want to become. This is why this lesson is so powerful, because this person is not just part of your story. They are part of your transformation. They are revealing the difference between who you are and who you could become. And if you are willing to look honestly, without ego, without denial, you will begin to see something beautiful. You will see growth. You will see awareness. You will see yourself becoming more patient, more controlled, more understanding than before. And slowly, without even realizing it, you will start becoming the person your heart was always meant to be. So do not only focus on what this person is doing to you. Look deeper. Look at what they are revealing within you. Because sometimes, the person who tests you the most is the one Allah uses to show you the truth about yourself, so you can finally become better than you were yesterday. Your attachment is being tested to purify your love. There is something very important you need to understand. and most people never realize it. Not everything we call love is actually love. Sometimes what we feel is not love, it is attachment. And attachment can feel very strong. It can make your heart race. It can make you think about someone all the time. It can make you feel like you cannot live without them. But deep inside, it is not always peaceful. It feels heavy. It feels anxious. It feels like you are holding on too tightly, afraid to lose. That is not pure love. That is attachment mixed with fear. And this is where the test begins. This person in your life, the one who sometimes makes you feel unsure, emotional, or confused, they may not just be testing your patience. They may be testing your heart. They are showing you how you love. Do you love with calm and trust, or do you love with fear and control? Do you care for them in a healthy way, or do you depend on them for your happiness? Do you stay because it is right, or do you stay because you are afraid to be alone? These questions are not easy, because when you start looking deeply, you may realize something uncomfortable. That part of your connection is not built on peace, but on need. The need to feel valued, the need to feel chosen, the need to feel important to someone. And when that need is not met, your emotions react. You feel hurt more deeply. You overthink more. You become more sensitive to small things. This is not because your heart is weak. This is because your love is still being purified. Allah sometimes allows tension in a connection, not to break it, but to clean it, to remove the parts of your love that come from fear, to remove the parts that come from ego, to remove the parts that make you dependent instead of strong. Because pure love is different. Pure love is calm. It is patient. It is not desperate. It does not make you lose yourself. Pure love allows you to care deeply without losing your peace. And that is what Allah is teaching you. Through this person, through these emotions, through these moments of confusion, you are being shown the difference between holding on and loving properly. You are learning to step back when needed. You are learning to control your emotions instead of being controlled by them. You are learning to keep your dignity while still caring. And this is powerful, because once your love becomes pure, it becomes strong, it becomes stable, it becomes something that is not easily shaken by small things. And if this connection continues, it will not be based on fear anymore. It will be based on sincerity, on respect, on emotional balance. So do not only look at how much you feel, look at how you feel. Because this test is not just about the person, it is about your heart. And Allah is not trying to take love away from you. He is teaching you how to love in the right way, so that when something is truly meant for you, you don't lose yourself while holding on to it. This struggle is quietly preparing you for a deeper peace. Right now, it does not feel peaceful. It feels heavy, confusing, and sometimes even exhausting, like your heart is carrying something it does not fully understand. There are moments when you feel calm, and then suddenly, everything shifts again. Your thoughts become louder, your emotions become stronger, and you start questioning everything. Why is this happening? Why does this feel so unstable? Why can't it just be simple? But what you are feeling right now is not the end of the story. It is the middle of your growth, because real peace is not something that comes instantly. It is not something you are given without preparation. Real peace is something your heart has to be trained for, and that training often comes through struggle. This struggle you are going through is not random. It is shaping how you think, how you react, and how you understand people. It is slowing you down when you want to rush. It is forcing you to reflect when you want to react. It is teaching you to sit with your emotions instead of being controlled by them. And that is not easy, because the old version of you wants comfort without change. It wants answers without patience. It wants peace without effort. But the version of you that is growing is learning something deeper. You are learning that peace is not about everything around you being perfect. Peace is about what is happening inside you. It is about being calm even when things are unclear. It is about staying balanced even when your emotions are rising. It is about trusting that even this confusion has a purpose. This is what this struggle is building inside you. A kind of peace that does not break easily. A kind of peace that is not dependent on people always acting the way you expect. A kind of peace that stays even when life feels uncertain. And one day, you will notice the difference. Situations that once overwhelmed you will no longer shake you the same way. Words that once hurt deeply will not affect you as much. Moments that once made you anxious will feel easier to handle. Not because life suddenly became perfect, but because you became stronger, because your heart learned how to stay steady. This is what most people do not understand. They want peace immediately, so they run away from struggle. But by running away, they also run away from the process that creates real peace. And then they keep searching again and again, never feeling fully settled. But you, right now, are being prepared for a peace that is deeper, stronger, and more real. A peace that does not depend on everything going right. A peace that comes from understanding, patience, and trust. So do not look at this struggle as something that is only hurting you. Look at it as something that is building you, because the calm you are searching for, the stability you want, the emotional strength you need, it is all being created inside you right now. Through this very struggle, you are trying to escape, and when that peace finally settles in your heart, you will realize that this phase was not here to break you. It was here to prepare you for a level of calm you could never have reached without it. Walking away now may cost you the lesson meant to change you. There comes a moment when everything inside you tells you to leave. You feel tired, you feel overwhelmed, and your heart just wants relief from the confusion and pressure you have been carrying. Your mind starts giving you reasons, telling you that walking away will fix everything, that distance will bring you peace, that ending it will make the heaviness disappear. And maybe part of that is true, because leaving can feel like relief. But relief is not always the same as growth. Sometimes we don't walk away because something is truly harmful, but because it is uncomfortable, because it is challenging us in ways we are not used to, because it is forcing us to face parts of ourselves we would rather ignore. And that is where the real danger is. Because when you leave too quickly, you don't just leave the situation, you leave the lesson, you leave the opportunity to understand yourself better. You leave the chance to grow in patience, in control, in emotional strength. And what happens next is something many people never notice. Life repeats the same lesson again, just in a different form. A different person, a different situation, but the same feelings, the same reactions, the same struggles come back, because the lesson was never completed, and until it is learned, it keeps returning. This is why you have to slow down before making a decision. You have to look deeper than your emotions. Ask yourself honestly, am I leaving because this is truly wrong for me? Or am I leaving because this is hard for me? Am I protecting my peace, or am I escaping something that is trying to change me? Because there is a difference. Protecting your peace means recognizing real harm, real disrespect, real situations that pull you away from what is right. But escaping growth means running from discomfort, from effort, from the responsibility of becoming better. And many times, we confuse the two. This person, this situation, this struggle may not be here to stay forever, but it is here to teach you something about your reactions, your patience, your emotional control, your understanding of others. And if you walk away before learning it, you carry the same version of yourself into the next situation. Nothing truly changes. But when you stay with awareness, when you observe your reactions, when you choose better responses, when you grow through the discomfort, something inside you shifts. You become more stable, you become more thoughtful, you become less controlled by your emotions. And then, even if this person leaves your life later, you don't leave empty, you leave transformed. That is the difference. Because the goal is not just to stay or to leave. The goal is to grow. So do not rush your decision. Do not let temporary emotions decide something that carries a deeper purpose. Pause, reflect, understand what this moment is trying to teach you. Because sometimes, the moment you feel like walking away the most is the moment that holds the lesson that can change your life the most. If they are written for you, Allah will fill this connection with barakah. After all the confusion, all the emotions, all the moments where your heart feels pulled in different directions, there is one truth you must hold on to. You are not the one writing this story. Allah is. And what is truly written for you does not depend only on your effort, your fear, or your overthinking. It depends on His will. This is where many people become restless. They feel like they have to control everything. They feel like if they don't hold on tightly, they will lose the person. They feel like if they don't force things to work, everything will fall apart. But what is meant for you does not need to be forced. What is meant for you will be supported. It will be guided. It will be carried forward in ways you could not even plan. Because when Allah writes someone for you, He does not just bring them into your life. He places Barakah in the connection. And Barakah is not about everything being perfect. Barakah means that even when things are not easy, there is peace underneath. It means misunderstandings happen, but they get resolved. It means difficulties come, but they do not destroy the bond. It means both hearts slowly soften, even after moments of tension. Barakah brings balance. It removes unnecessary chaos. It replaces confusion with clarity over time. And most importantly, it brings a sense of calm that you cannot explain. A feeling that even if things are not fully clear yet, they are not empty. But you must also understand something deeply important. Barakah comes with sincerity. It comes when your intentions are clean. It comes when you are not holding on out of fear, but trusting with faith. It comes when you stop trying to control every outcome and start relying on Allah, because you cannot force barakah into something. You can only create the conditions for it through patience, through honesty, through choosing what is right, even when it is hard, and then you leave the rest to Allah. If this person is truly written for you, you will not need to chase endlessly. You will not need to break yourself to make it work. You will not need to live in constant anxiety. Instead, things will begin to align, slowly, quietly, in ways you did not expect. Hearts will soften, situations will shift. What once felt confusing will begin to make sense. And even if time passes, what is written will find its way back to you. Because what Allah has written cannot be taken by anyone, and what He has not written cannot be held no matter how tightly you try. This is why your role is not to panic. Your role is not to cling with fear. Your role is to trust with wisdom, to give your best without losing yourself, to care without becoming dependent, to stay without forcing what is not meant, and to walk away if it clearly pulls you away from what is right. Because at the end of everything, you are not holding your future in your hands. Allah is. And if this connection is truly part of your destiny, it will not collapse under tests. It will not disappear because of temporary struggles. It will not be lost because of a moment of difficulty. It will be protected. It will be guided. It will be filled with barakah in ways you cannot even imagine right now. So let your heart calm down. Release the fear of losing what is meant for you. Stop trying to control every outcome, and remind yourself with certainty what is written for you will come to you. And when it comes, it will not just stay, it will bring a peace into your life that makes every past struggle finally make sense. My brothers and sisters, before you close this video, pause for a moment and listen with your heart. Maybe right now, you are thinking about that one person, the one who confuses you, the one who tests you, the one you almost walked away from, or are still thinking about leaving, and your heart feels tired. You don't know what to do. You don't know what is right. You don't know if you should stay or let go. But remember this, Allah sees everything you feel, every tear you hide, every thought you don't share, every moment you stayed silent just to protect your peace. Nothing is unseen, and nothing is meaningless. If this person is in your life right now, there is a reason. Maybe they are here to teach you patience. Maybe they are here to show you yourself. Maybe they are here to prepare your heart for something greater. Or maybe they are written for you, but not in the way you expected. So don't rush your decision. Don't let temporary emotions decide something that carries a deeper purpose. Turn back to Allah. Ask Him sincerely, Ya Allah, if this person is good for me, bring ease into it. And if they are not, remove them gently from my heart. Trust Him, because no one knows your future better than the one who wrote it, and no one can take away what is meant for you. So breathe. Let your heart calm down. Stop chasing answers in people and start seeking clarity from Allah. Because at the end of everything, the right person will not destroy your peace. They will become part of it. And what is truly written for you will never miss you. It will find you in the right time, in the right way, with a peace that finally makes everything make sense.